All right. Hello, all of my good friends out there in the land of XM, and all of you that are joining us today live on the YouTube. Let me welcome you here. You came to the right place if trading is what you want to learn. Doug's my name, trading is my game. I'm going to be here for the next 60 minutes, even though we're only going to be on the tube for a few minutes. So I want to make the most out of that. And as everyone knows, it is an international holiday. This is the day we all call Money Monday. And the only reason that you actually wake up on Monday is so you can make money. So, guys, I tell you what, no matter where you came from, the floor is open. My main goal for all of these sessions is to answer any of your questions and help you get one step closer to becoming a successful trader. And I don't care what you trade. I don't care if you're trading gold, you're trading currencies, you're trading stocks, you're trading indices. We're here to help you at XM. So it's our pleasure to host you today. Bring your questions, whatever you got on your mind is fine by me. So we are at US market opens. We're going to be about 30 minutes away here. Let's get a glimpse of what's going on, kind of pick up from where I left off in some of my earlier sessions. And again, if you have any questions about any of the material or any of the information, make sure you ask that. And there'll be some links that are posted here throughout this session that you can join us in our live rooms at XM, where we have both beginner rooms, where we have a really basic approach teaching you how to trade. And then we have some advanced rooms that cover more advanced topics such as strategies and debates. So whatever you need, wherever you want to go in life, XM's got you covered. I see Nora is here. Welcome, Nora. How are you today? How is your Money Monday? Is it froth with the money? Has the money come in your pocket? Do you feel the greenness of it? Peter here. Yes. Welcome all of you guys. So pleasure to see everybody. Let's see. We got to open up here in 30 minutes. Big where what do you guys think? Where do we go first? We're gonna try to make a move. I gotta get my pen tool. Hold on for just a second. Gotta open this thing up. It's napping there. So we're gonna make a move up here to this 44. What do we got? 44.86. Yeah, let's say 44.80s. Or are we gonna get rid of that 44.13 and then move into 43.64? What do you think? Huh? What do you think, guys? Nor, Peter, what do you guys think? 43.60, 43. It'll be interesting to see that here. So let's take a look at this chart, try to diagnose. Got stop loss on that. Well, we're going to get that money. We still got some time left. Come to the right place. Before the session's over, we're going to nibble on some of that. All right, so here's what we got. Couple of interesting reversal signals. I'm going to start with the daily, and then we'll work our way to the smaller frames. This right here is a pretty nice reversal signal right there on the daily chart. So for all of those that might be relatively new, trying to understand this whole trading thing, the very best decision you can make is this. When you start out every single day, there's going to be opportunity everywhere, but the level of that opportunity isn't going to be the same. There's only going to be maybe 2 to 3 top tier quality opportunities that can deliver you significant gains in your trading. So if you're a trader out there that's just constantly picking around and taking rublets, breadcrumbs, maybe you're not trading the right thing. Now, that doesn't mean it's like every day's a good day to trade gold. Every day's a good day to trade the indices. Every day's a good day to do this and that. And I'll show you how you figure that out here real quick. So uh, back to the market here, you got a pretty good reversal off of the standard 44.80. Okay. So here's what I like to do. I'm just going to share with you guys what I like to do. Hey there, Boyke, to start your day out at least on the right foot, because I've been doing this for 25 years. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that I wake up sometimes and I don't have a clue where the market is going to go. I don't. Now I'm confident enough I'll figure it out, but it's not so simple every single day. Some days the setup of setups is there, but most days you're going to have to dig around, be patient, and wait for it. So what we want to do is start out on a daily chart and identify our most recent pivots where an asset, doesn't matter what we're talking about the markets right now. Since they're going to open, you're going to see these moves, hopefully. We identify this top area of 4480s, and then you have this lower pivot right here, which is 4364. Now, in between these two numbers is what we define as our range. And I would say, in a best case scenario, which is probably not going to happen, you are not going to either one of those levels today. They most likely not going to play out based off of range. And I'll reiterate in just a second. First, what we want to know is these are premium levels. These pivots are premiums. This is where max value is to be had on a trade. The very biggest move is going to be coming from either into that number, moving off of that number, or bouncing from the bottom and moving back to the top. So when you're looking at the very largest trades, if they say, where would you like to be? You want to be as close to one of these areas as possible. And then I'll show you here more in just a second. Hopefully, if I don't get time to that for those on YouTube, make sure you come by and you visit me. So usually if you look at these daily bars inside of the US 500, you're getting about 30 points a day. So you are 4430. You're probably going to maybe tops 4460, bottoms 4389. Now that's no guarantee, but chances are we're not going to make it to the highs. We're not going to make it to the lows today. There's an outside chance. We'll see how aggressive the market opens, but those are our top levels. So here's what will happen. At some point very early on, first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the market is going to attempt to try to move up to this space, or it's going to try to move down into that space. And those will be your trades. Now, that might sound confusing, but I'll explain it to you here in a second. And luckily, if you stick around for the whole session, you'll get to see the market open and you'll get to see in a real-time environment how this works. That's the benefit of XM Live. This is not a recorded show. This is done in real time, done live. So the stuff that we are preaching here, what we are teaching, we're doing it in real time. And there's no better way to understand if it works or not. So what I like to do is this. I don't see these coming into play early on for trades. So that means everything that we're looking at right now is going to be either a scalp or a day trade, or we're looking to position ourselves after about 30 minutes. So let's take a look at 5 minutes. Where are we? What have we got? So pretty simple again, for any new trader out there, you're going to run the gamut. Everybody's going to always say, what's the best indicator? What indicators do you use? What's the best indicator? Best indicator, moving average. I'm going to tell you right now, support and resistance, simply put, is the most valuable indicator ever created on Earth, period. And the theory is assets trade from one level to another. They move from that level to another, from that level to another, and they just bounce back and forth, back and forth. So if you take a quick look at this chart, you see this rally, it sells off. As it's selling, where may it go? Back to its origination point. This bounce came from this area, becomes a support again in the future. See that? And so on. So each one of these levels have meaning. So here's what we're going to do. And you can see this rejection here early. Where did this rejection come from? Right here. No secret. So if you take anything away from you ever, simply put, you don't buy here. You do not want to buy in here, and you do not want to be selling down here. So let's take a look at where we're going to go. All right. Let's work with this one. Got 44.37 here. You have this little, look at this, 44.29. We've got 44.23. You know what? I'm going to put these other lines on it because we may come back. We're going to do this as the open to show you how this works. And let's put these other ones on here. Let's just mark these, each one of these spots right here. So what I like to do is start the day out with some pivots. Here. Say somewhere down in between here and here. We'll just lay it right in the middle. Okay. All right. So first and foremost, what could happen is we get a dip into either 44.29 right here as we open, or maybe even before we open, we move in there down into 44.22. Now, I would expect a market bounce in either one of those early on, and definitely if you were to get down in here. Okay. Hey there, Andy. Very well could be. I'm leaning more towards a sell because of Friday's action, because you had a very big test of the 44.80s, and then we sold off so aggressively. So if we go back to the daily chart real quick, I'm sure you already see this, Andy. Here we go. This is a pretty good reversal signal. Yeah. You had a nice red day, tried to come back, market got rejected. So you've got a lot of rejection up here. I don't think we're going to try to make, I don't think we're going up there today. Could be proven wrong, and that's okay. But I don't think we're going to make a move there. So if you get any kind of break here early, then chances are we move into this level. So here's how I would look at this, because US markets are very time-based. The highest presence of dip buyers are going to come in from the open. So chances are, if you hold this up for about 10 minutes, the market's going to try to move back into here. You're going to have this brief window. They already bought the dip here. You see this earlier this morning. A lot of dip buying. So kind of on that note, we can do either one. I just started out analyzing this one. We can move to the others. Just trying to give everybody a brief education on how to get on the right side of the trade, first and foremost. I'm not saying we're going to trade this, but just when you're looking at something, where do you begin? How does a trader decide what's my first move? And what we want to focus on is letting the market make the first move, and then we'll go with it. We don't want to come into a market with a bias. We could say, yes, I'd like to sell. I believe it's a sell today. Why do I believe it's a sell? Because you had such big rejection on both Thursday and Friday. So the market's saying we're rejecting at significant resistances. So chances are we're going to pull away from that. Now, how far down we go, nobody knows this. Could be a small, could be a shallow one. But on the flip side, the market isn't in panic mode. We're not in a fear mode, which means every single level on the way down is going to get bought. It may not rally back to highs, but there's so many dip buyers in a bull market. There's so many dip buyers in this market. The fear and greed indicator is at max greed. So it's going to take some time to get rid of those dip buyers. And you should be open to that as well. So I think it's a sell. But if we happen to tank and just dump aggressively back down into here, I would be looking to buy this just for a trade. Any rally up here, any failed 15-minute, I think shorting up here off of this area, to get us back down into here sometime earlier. So we'll come back to this when the market opens. What we want to focus on just for this lesson is these levels.